Become our student and get access to effective and free educational materials.
Have you ever seen Bill Gates' home on the internet?
No. What's it like?
It's got its own library, theater, swimming pool, and a guest house. The house itself has about 10 different rooms that are all hooked up to computers so you can get things done in each room through.
Would you want to live there?
I think his house is fantastic, but I wouldn't want to live there. You would have to hire 1 or 2 people to clean all the rooms in the house, plus a few people to take care of the gardens, and pro.
What's your dream hole like then?
My dream home is actually just a small cottage in a quiet village in England.
Would you want to buy an old cottage or build a new one yourself?
Old homes are great because they've got character. I think that's important.
Is that why you wear second-hand cloths as well? Because they've got character?
No, that's just because I don't have enough money to buy new cloths all the time.
I see. If you lived in an old house, would it be decorated in a modern way?
No, I'd definitely try to restore it to its original state. I love to imagine what it'd be like to live in another time in history and living in a house decorated like it would have been 200 years ago. Hello, Jim. Where are you going?
To the cinema. What about coming with me?
No, thanks. I'm going home. My wife's expecting me.
What a pity. I believe it's a very good film.
Do you go to the cinema a lot?
Once a week. Most nights I sit at home and watch telly.
Do you know what's on tonight by any chance?
No. I'm sorry I don't. I never read the papers till I get home.
Oh, I see. By the way, where are you going for your holidays this year?
I don't know yet. My wife's going to her mother's for a couple of weeks. She lives at the sea, you know.
Oh, does she? That's convenient.
Yes, but I want to go to the country.
Don't you like the sea?
Yes, very much. But I need peace and quiet when I'm on holiday. What are coughing to do?
I'm going to stay at home.
Aren't you going to have a holiday abroad this year?
No, I want to buy a car, and that's going to take every penny I've got. You were right. It's raining again.
I told you so.
Don't have some relation with him. You know, he is not a kind man.
Yeah, sometimes I just cannot accept his behavior.
If you attack him, be sure you'll get a Roland for an Oliver.
Okay, it's better to be far away from him. You look like a basket case.
I'm not surprised.
What's the problem?
My brother-in-law just dropped in from the States.
Yeah, and?
I decided to put him up while he's here. Big mistake.
Why?
He's lazy. I tried being a good host, but if you give him an inch, he'll take a mile.
I guess you think twice next time he comes.
You can say that again.
So how long has he here for?
2 weeks. If he thinks I'll put up with his attitude that long, he's got another thing coming.
Well, I know you do the right thing. Have you ever run into a person who tries bleed you white?
I am always on the lookout for such girls.
I hear that some guys splash all their money about on them.
Mark is one of them. He has trouble with a girl who turned out to be a deadbeat.
Can you tell me the time?
It's 5:30 by my watch.
Is your watch right?
Yes. There's only a few seconds in a whole month.
How do you like my new sports car?
It's cool.
This place is so quiet and peaceful. It's really different from my pad at city.
Sure. Do you think you could live out here? You know, back to nature at all?
I don't know. I don't mind coming out here for a while, but that will get old pretty soon.
That's what I was thinking. I mean, can you imagine Friday night instead of going out with your friends you'd have to stay in your treehouse and talk to birds and squirrels?
I think I'd go lonely if I do like that.
And where would you get a cup of cappuccino?
Now that would be hard to live without. We city folks are pretty spoiled.
Maybe. But I'd rather be spoiled than turn into a crazy guy with a long period to talk to the birds.
I've been chosen to plan the next family reunion.
Fun for you. Do you get to do anything you want?
Yep. And I should start planning now.
Does everyone usually show up for your family reunions?
Just about. There are at least a few hundred in our immediate family alone.
How many days will the reunion be?
Usually it's at least 5 days and 4 nights.
This is going to be a major production for you.
Hello, Mary. Nice day, isn't it?
Yes, what a wonderful day. The sky has cleared up in the end.
I do feel like an outdoor exercise. After all, we haven't had such a beautiful day for a long time.
How about taking a walk in the park?
Okay, it's delightful to have a walk in the park with the air so fresh.
After they entering the park, great, it's so quiet here. We have the park to ourselves, only you and me.
Are you kidding? Don't you see many people over there? Just on your right.
Oh, I see them. Beautiful weather should be shared by all the people.
Ah, you changed so fast.
Boy, it looks like everyone in your family is here, from young to old.
Easter's a good day for reunions. The family goes to church together.
And after church they come here for lunch?
Yup, a big potluck buffet. And then notice there are no children around?
Yeah, what's up with that?
The kids wait in the house while the grown-ups hide these. Hide away, Yi Jun.
I'll participate in a quiz about the 29th Olympic Games in Beijing. It will be held tonight. Will you come?
Sure. What do you know about the Olympic Games on the past? For example, do you know where and when the first Olympic Games were held in the ancient times?
It was held in 776 BC at Olympia. It also has a long history of more than 2,700 years.
Haven't the Olympics been stopped for a long time?
Yes, there were no games in 1916, 1940 and 1944, because of World War I and World War II.
I see. Look, do you know what that emblem means? I've seen it so many times, but I don't know what it stands for.
Oh, it's the Beijing 2008 Olympics emblem. It's a Chinese seal, meaning that Chinese people warmly welcome the friends from all over the world.
I see. I believe there will be lots of foreigners coming to Beijing to watch the games.
Sure. There is a tornado warning on. My mother just told me she heard it on the radio.
What is a tornado warning?
It means that a tornado has been seen somewhere in the area.
Really? In New Berlin?
No, not necessarily in town, but in southern Wisconsin somewhere. A tornado has been spotted. They have 2 stages here. This is what is called a tornado watch. That means that the weather conditions are perfect for a tornado.
I understand. They think a tornado might come.
Yes, people should look out, because maybe there will be tornadoes coming. So it's called a watch.
And the second stage is called a tornado warning.
Yes, if a tornado has been spotted, they announce a tornado warning. So if there's a tornado warning on, it means a tornado is out there somewhere.
It's scary.
Well, tornadoes can be dangerous, it's true. If we hear something like a loud train coming, then we have to go in the basement.
What do you mean a loud train?
That is what tornadoes sound like. They sound like trains. They're very loud.
But if you hear them coming, isn't it already too late?
Maybe. It depends on the tornado. Some can move across the ground at 200 miles an hour. That is very fast. Others aren't so fast.
Have you seen a lot of them?
I've only seen one in my life. I was looking out the window. It was around 2 miles away. It was very interesting to watch. But it was heading toward my friend's house. So I quickly called them on the phone.
Did it hit their house?
No, it didn't. But they are glad I called them.
What were they doing when you called?
They were all sitting in the living room watching TV. They had no idea a tornado was coming toward their house. If it had hit them, they could have all been killed.
That's terrible. Do many people die in tornadoes?
Not so many really, but a lot of houses are destroyed sometimes.
What shall I call him?
Oh, you may call him Uncle, or Henry.
What's he doing?
He's checking bags. He's an official in the customs.
Isn't this great? I always wanted to own a farm, live out in the country, grow my own food.
This is very beautiful. Though I have to confess, I don't know the first thing about farming.
That's fine. Don't worry about it.
What was that?
Relax, it was just a goat.
And that?
It's just the cows that are grazing over there. We can milk them later.
What was that?
Honey, seriously, it's just a sheep. Relax. Relax, that was just the horses and donkeys that are in the stable.
You know what? I don't think I can hack it here out in the countryside. I'm going back to the city.
Is this your new teacher?
Yes, it is.
Is she short?
No, she's average.
What color are her eyes?
They're dark gray.
What color is her hair?
It's blonde.
And how old is she?
I don't know.
Thanks a lot for having us. We had a good time.
I'm glad you came. You're welcome anytime.
Thanks. By the way, tell your wife she throws a great party.
I will. See you later.
Subscribe to our YouTube channel to become a part of our growing YouTube community and to learn English effectively.